Alright, so first off, it starts with mute. I'm also muting over here as well. Then we just play normally. So right there is a sort of like artificial harmonic. And how we achieve that is we're going to hold down the 4th string up, 14th fret, right? So, and then we're going to point. It says 26th fret on the tab, so you're going to point to where the 26th fret would be, and you're just going to touch your finger to it, and then you're going to pick underneath right here, pick, and then lift the finger up. So it's point to the 26th fret, touch it, pick, lift up. So it's point, pick, lift. You have to do it kind of fast, otherwise the harmonic won't ring out. So practice that, and then shake it. Point, pick, up. Then just keep going like normal. So right there, you know, all that is the trill, right? From 4th string up, 7 to 9, doing a trill. And all you need is like any piece of meat, just a meat stick. And then you just lightly touch it on the strings and then slide it across like that. You could use your whatever finger you want, middle, ring, the side of your hand, middle, thumb, even the side of your thumb. The trick is don't push down so hard, otherwise nothing will come out. You want to just barely touch it, and that's going to give you those harmonics. So it goes. I'm using my thumb because it's just, I'm already holding the pick like this, and like just putting my thumb there in my hand. A lot easier than like trying to get some sort of finger. Then we keep going. That's just octaves. And then we're just muting left hand, right hand. And then we do a sort of, it's like a run with a chord really fast. And how we do that is so we're basically on this 1st string at the bottom here, and we're going to hit 0, hammer on to 2, and then from there hammer on to 4. So I use my index finger, then my ring finger, because that leaves my pinky ready to hammer down right here, boom, on those 2 strings on 5. So. And then just power chords, and then a little, we're doing a pinch harmonic. So I'm kind of like brushing the strings into it, so it doesn't really matter, but like that's just the way I like to do it. And how you do pinch harmonics, if you've never done one before, is you just hold, in our case here, right? You want to get your finger and the pick kind of like right at the same spot. You don't want your finger way up here. See how the triangle is sticking out and my finger's way over there? I want my finger to be like, pretend this is a string. I want the finger and the pick to be right there. And you're going to put the string down, and your fingernail is going to hit with the pick at almost the same time. So the string is kind of going through between the pick and the fingernail. I know that's weird, but you're going to just have to try it out. I can't tell you. It's kind of a tough one. So you just put it there, and you're picking with both the pick and the fingernail. And practice, like, go, closer this way until you hit the right spot, because there's a right spot for these harmonics. There we go. When it comes out on accident, like, notice, oh wait, where was my finger? How did it feel? Did it feel like my thumb was hitting something? Did it feel like my fingernail was? Like, find how it feels to you, because I can't really describe it more than this. You just have to play around and then shake it. So then we do octaves and then power chords, and then just like hammer on and use our pinch harmonics, which you already know, or if you're practicing, good luck. Practice it a lot, and it takes a little while to get these. And then power chords. Notice that there's some palm mutes in there at certain spots. You can see in the tab. In case you're not familiar with palm mutes, all you're doing is holding the chord, hitting it, but you're putting your palm, side of your hand really, right here where the bridge is, very close to the bridge, and you're just muting the strings. So this is normal, I'm not muting it. Now I'm going to mute it with my palm. You get palm mutes. And then if you alternate, palm mute, now, palm mute, normal. So you're going to go bam. Then power chord. So then for this next part, you're holding the two strings. Just refer to the tab. But we strum it over here, and we're kind of muting all the strings that we're not playing over here with this left hand. We don't want to hear all these strings ringing out. Like, ew. We just want those two. So I'm like, kind of even using my thumb over the top to mute these strings. And then, like, the other parts of my fingers to mute the other strings that aren't supposed to be heard. I know that sounds tricky, but like, you gotta practice this stuff to be clean. See, I'm hitting all the strings over here. I'm hitting all 6 strings, but we're only hearing 2. And that's what you wanna like get used to, like, practicing, is like shutting up the strings that shouldn't be ringing out. And that last one, I'm actually just doing the octave up and it's sliding off, so. Then we just play the next part normal. Then we add a tasty little fill after that. Right, so then what I'm doing there is I do the pull-offs. Pull off, pull off. Pull off. And then I tap. I don't pick that last note. I tap it with my left hand. So it just feels better to me. And it's just like easier for me to get to the next chord because I'm not thinking about too much, and I have my right hand free. So feel free to pick it if you like, but I like to tap that last note. Let me just keep going. And then I like to slide off after a lot of these phrases just because it sounds cool, and put slides where you like, or bends even, like kind of make it your style. But I showed you what my style is on the tab, so just follow that if you want to sound exactly like mine. Then we continue. Octaves. Octave. So. Then that little pinch lick again. Octaves. Then a little arpeggio lick. Again, that last note I tap on, I don't pick it. So see, I didn't pick that last note. Or slide up to it, depending on like how good you're feeling. Power chords. Double hammer on with pinch harmonic. Then we do the power chords with some palm mutes. Note where the palm mutes are. And then I do like this pick scrape thing. So what I'm doing is I'm muting the strings with this hand, and then with the pick itself, I'm using the razor edge, right? So I'm getting that edge, and I'm putting it straight down on the strings, okay? So once it's there, I'm just... And it just sounds weird, so try that out. So I'm using the side edge. I'm not using the pointy part. Just that side edge. Just chords. 2 strings meet the garbage. Pick scrape. And then the final 3 chords, instead of doing the, like we've been doing, just power chord, power chord, power chord, we're going to make these end chords a little thicker and have a little bit more dynamic. So basically we're trying to get that the descending at the same time as the ascending. So the chords are going, it's ascending and descending at the same time. And it's kind of a cool thing, and we're finishing the song, so we want it to be like everything we got, Darkwing, dark, right? All right, I think that's it. Have fun.